Oh, don't trip over everything, Samuel. Oh. Fucking fantastic. This is going to be exciting, isn't it? So here we go. It's 2022. Can you believe it? It's been a while, hasn't it? I can only apologise if you've really been hankering for my content. I don't blame you because there's not really been much else going on when you've been locked down and everything like that. God, I should not be out of practice, actually, because I'll tell you why in a second. Anyway, we're here. We're in a new room. It's a little bit echoey in here because it's the spare room of the house that I moved into nearly 3 years ago and failed to document that via this medium, even though that's what I normally do. Anyway, let's try to get on with it and just enjoy the ride. Yes, the world has changed in so many ways, for the worse, mostly. But if there's one constant, it is this ugly face. I remain consistently ugly for your sanity and hopefully your entertainment. Why the bumper-sized hiatus? I hear the echoes of my many subscribers. Well, it's not like I've been doing nothing in this entire time. Like I said, I moved house, been working on the garden.
Oh!
This funny thing happened in early 2020, which completely flattened everybody's motivation to do anything, which, you know, that's a good excuse. But, off of the back of that, the podcast that I was on about in the last video, which was admittedly 4 years ago, almost, we don't do that anymore. We went for about 4 episodes, and then did a bunch of smaller episodes called Plop Nugs, very classy. But then we decided to move to a more video format, which is actually on this channel called Hot Plops, where we eat hot things for your entertainment and our entertainment, perhaps? It's more for our entertainment. We just happened to be recording it at the time. There should be another episode of that floating around in my hard drive somewhere, which I have to edit at some point. But like many people during these fucked up times, I started another podcast with another friend of mine called Always an Adventure. That's way more consistent. We did 20 odd episodes last year. We're planning to sort of do it in a slightly different way this year because, oh my god, is editing an hour's worth of video, because we did a video segment of it, by the way.
You can find out more on our website. I just can't fucking say it.
It just takes so long. It just takes absolutely forever. So I'm very glad to go back to this kind of short form, doing like speaking for 20 minutes and editing down to less than 10 minutes. So I was looking back at my old vlogs actually, which is why I decided to do this one. I'll be talking about the date that I recorded it, and I'll look at the date I uploaded it, and often it would be the same day or 2 days after. Like, that's how quickly I can edit that sort of thing. Well, I could anyway. Who knows how long this will take. I've got a new bit of software. It's exactly the same as the old bit of software, but it doesn't crash quite as often. So we'll see how it handles this interaction. So over the course of my long and checkered vlog journey, I have only binned about 3 episodes that got all the way up to me writing the script, recording it, and then when I was reviewing the footage I thought, this is shit. Even by my exacting standards, it was shit. And I was like, oh, I'll just bin it off. And they either became like practice runs for a vlog that I did in the future, or I just completely abandoned the concept entirely. Now I thought it'd be interesting to revisit those years after the fact, just to have a look, see, you know, the past looks better through rose-tinted glasses, or you forget what you were thinking or feeling at the time, which made you think it was shit. Who knows? It is shit. These are going to be shit. Basically, I'm just setting you up. This is the pre-vlog to the old vlogs, which are gonna be shit, but we'll try and make them interesting as possible for you. Wow, I'm really selling this, aren't I? Any content's better than no content as well, so I've edited the crap episodes together for you to enjoy. I'll do this episodically. I don't want to sort of lump all 3 of them onto you at once. So this week, we're going to go all the way back to September 2014, way before the before times, isn't it? That was a completely different era. I was living in London. Things are okay, I suppose. September 2014 wasn't too bad. I hit my stride again with vlogs, I think. I know, I took a break. The vlog I'm about to show you was me sort of like trying to get back on the vlog wagon again, but ultimately I couldn't get my words out, and I don't think I wrote much of a script. No surprise there, because I don't seem to write much of a script at all. It just seemed like, I even say at the end of the video, oh, that was shit. This is the shittest one I've ever done. Without further stalling for time, here is categorically the worst episode I've ever done. I've just been sitting here going slowly insane because I've been drinking too much energy drink, really.
3, 4, 1, 2.
As to what I've actually been up to, mostly been working, which is kind of boring. I feel uninspired to do vlogs recently. Been branching out to do writing blogs, which of course nobody reads. It comes no surprise to any of you that my blogs are about as popular as this vlog channel is. No one reads it unless I send it to them. You know, I think my mum's my most popular reader. Hi mum! Yes, in the interim, since my last sweaty outing where I was out of focus, that was really ad hoc. I just came home, popped the camera down and just started, blabbing. This time we've got a bit more of a structure. I say that, but you know, you've seen my previous vlogs. It's that, but with more skits like this.
Nope.
I don't know why I pointed over there like it was physically over there, but it probably is, knowing my skits, because they're all within this flat. After complaining that I hadn't got out of the city for ages, I finally dragged myself to Kent and I went to a friend's joint birthday party that I may have mentioned in passing last time. So that was pretty fun and probably quite embarrassing because I got so wasted, but not as wasted as my friend, but we shan't talk about that. The very next day after the party, I went to the nearby town to see my friend play in his band at a festival. He was probably twice as hungover as I was, but I offset that by the fact that I had cycled 13 miles on a massive hangover and then attended this gig to take photographs, and it was insane. The band themselves were very, very good actually. They were pretty much the only heavy metal band at the festival, which was hilarious as it was awesome because all these families with kids were listening to this guy screaming "This is hell" at them really loudly, which was just... it was really fun. The other week I went to Fright Fest, which is the horror movie festival, the #1 horror movie festival in all of Europe or the world or something. It's like really highly acclaimed. It's my first year I've ever gone, and I must say it was good. There were a lot of films and a few celebrity Q&A sessions before and after the films. But the films themselves, they weren't really horror films. They're like horror comedies, and my girlfriend has wrote this amazing blog about how horror seems to be swapping out for comedy, so I won't go into it too much, but read that. I will put the link somewhere down where my hands are. I don't know if you can link outside YouTube, but just look below the video. Imagine my hand is groping the video link. I wasn't disappointed, but it was very different to how I was expecting it to be. Props to Andy Nyman for holding the men's toilet door open while I walked past him and said, "Oh, thank you," like an idiot. If you've been paying any amount of attention, you'll notice that this sofa is in a different place, and I can't be asked to take the camera off, but it's all a bit changed around because my girlfriend got bored of what it looked like, and to be honest, it is better now. We've got a table and put the telly on the table, and it's boring, but it's our life. We recently found out we got an unexpected, unwelcome visitor in the form of a rodent that somehow gets out into our flat behind a hole in the kitchen wall and just sort of makes itself at home and generally terrorises us while we're trying to sleep by getting under our bed and chewing on the bed legs. We started off wanting to capture it humanely and release it outside, but after many failed attempts we've just put poison down and hope the fucker dies, to be honest. It's got to that stage where my usual kindness to animals has just gone out the window because I've been driven mad through lack of sleep. Or maybe this has something to do with it, who knows. I've been attempting to write pretentious music blogs and things like that, sitting there for hours of writer's block and then at the last second pulling something out of my arse and it makes no bloody sense, but you know, it's productive and you know, that's always a plus. As for what the autumn holds for Reg Media, I hope I get some actual paid work. Bloody hope so, you know, I can't live on the table scraps that is left over after I pay all the rent and bills. Please hire me. I'm good at videos, I promise. I mean, it doesn't look like it, but I am. I'm going to attempt to apply my stagnant After Effects skills, actually try and do something fun, make an ident. Now, you've noticed at some point on this video or site, I'm just going to plot my new Reg Media logo up, which I actually made in about 10 minutes and then spent 3 days fiddling around with. So that's the final branding, if you like, of Reg Media, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty, you know, all that and nice, and you can turn it into a stamp, and a 4-year-old could have made it, but still, I made it. And I'm not 4. I really also, finally, I have to take time off to visit Cornwall before my friend graduates and then buggers off to South America forever, which he's planning to do apparently. That is in the pipeline. Various birthdays are coming up next month, which is going to be fun, but mostly family birthdays, so Goodbye savings, what little there are. Oh yeah, and Christmas, but I'll probably make a vlog before then, probably. Who knows? That's it from me. Farewell until whenever the next time is. That was the shittest vlog. Is it still recording? 8 minutes! Oh, shut up, Reg. There we go. Not my best work by a long stretch, I'm sure you'll agree, but it's interesting to see me with short hair, because obviously, you know, look at this shit. I don't miss it because you can't miss a lack of something, a lack of hair. I'm sure I missed my hair when this fucking proceeds all the way back to the back of my head and I look like Bill Bailey or something. Actually, Bill Bailey looks awesome and I wish I could rock a skullet like him because, my god, that guy. So anyway, that's it from me this week. See you next time for more of me chatting before an old vlog, I guess. Man, I've really got to figure out how to end these things, don't I?